Hi friends, I am walking from, not really town in Pi, but close by, back to where I'm staying. And I had this thought, bear with me with it, that if you're feeling a lot of resistance and you don't want to work, and there's a lot of that in social media culture, like I just want to be a goblin. Oh, did I scare this cow? Sorry, cow got free. My face is red. You'll see the cows behind me. They're so cute. They're a little skinny, but they're cute. Anyway, if you're just feeling like you don't want to work, I'm kind of the opinion that that's information, an indicator that you don't want to live. And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm pulling from my own personal experience and a recent transition that I had around this particular subject. And I was super burnt out and just felt like I just couldn't think of a single thing that I really wanted to do that I felt passionate about. And I don't necessarily believe that your passion should be your work. That's kind of a whole other subject that I'm not going to get into right now. But if you don't want to work in your current life structure, in your current situation, there's something about it that makes you not want to live. And I'm not talking about like that you actively want to off yourself, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about surviving versus thriving. And this is a situation where you really, obviously, there's a lot of different levels of privilege, and that dictates, how far you can really go with this process. But it's information from your mind and body, and it warrants an assessment of your life structure and what is going on. I've had the immense privilege because, a lot of different things, but I had savings that I was clutching, that I was holding on to. I'm going to turn around and walk back that way just so I have more time to talk. Out of just paranoia. And again, this is a whole other subject I'm not going to talk about now, but I certainly could expand on it sometime. Going to Asia completely changed my relationship with money by seeing something different. So much of my relationship to money was shaped by the United States. And I'll say that very generally, the United States. And I have a very different attitude now. And I'm not saying that the US can't re-influence me. It certainly can when I go back. But I think it's about, for me, finding new ways to operate within that framework with the new mentality that I've cultivated. And not in a way where I'm smashing the two together hoping that there will be cohesion one day, but in a way where they can coexist peacefully in a way that is authentic for me. I really felt like I lost my will to live. Again, not in the off myself kind of way, but in the, I was just operating. I was just going through the motions. I was just clinging to ideas that society had structured for our lives to try to understand what the next step was, because I had no passion or will that fed my life to create that for myself. And so if this is you, if you find yourself in a position where you hate your job or not, or it just is a thing that exists, anywhere in that spectrum, motorbike, And I don't know, you just feel like you have no goals. All you're doing is consuming. You just buy crap on Amazon all the time. You doom scroll. These were all things I was doing. Yeah, those are indicators. Your mind and your body are telling you something. The messages are a bit subconscious, so you have to be in a place to understand and see past it and dig. And the process takes time. For me, I chose to use all of my savings to, I've almost used all my savings to travel in Asia, and I do not regret it one bit. I had to work through some scarcity mindset that I had around money. Asia really helped with that, just with it being so cheap, and also that, you know, these countries just having a very different relationship with how they structure prices around food. So anyway, my recommendation is plan strategically. It may take a while, but find a way where you can take a break to try to come out of your burnout, maybe even see some of the world. Asia's great because it's cheap when you're unemployed and paranoid. This is a great thing to do. Obviously, I can only speak from the perspective of someone that does not have kids and does not have responsibilities. I didn't dump. I was so fortunate to have friends to watch my animals, and so I am able to postpone my responsibilities, and I miss my animals very much, and I feel a much more solid sense that I want them in my life and that I want to move forward with the steps that are required for me to bring them back into my life. So I feel a lot of certainty, and this trip has done so much to, and the meditation course has done so much to bring me back to life and reanimate me. And I know that the people in my life that I talk to regularly see that. So if that's you, there is hope. It's not easy, but it is doable. And I think that's even true if you have kids and a family. It just requires unique solutions, unique problem solving. And that may be a little bit more difficult when you're in fight or flight mode. But a therapist or a really well-adjusted friend can probably help you to thought explore with that. So that's my message for today. I am so glad to have you here listening and so glad to be sharing my messages. And I would love if you have your own experience with this for you to share that experience as well. So please like and subscribe, and we'll chat soon. Okay.